Hi, I'm Nancy Cosby, and I'm excited to share with you today what I found out doing my design thinking process and what that looked like when I was trying to figure out my problem statement and where to go from there in order to develop a program that would be successful. So I started out with the empathize phase, and where you just kind of get the bigger picture of what you're looking at. And since I was going to focus on recovery programs and why people weren't successful, why people didn't complete them, I started out with really just kind of brainstorming why people seek recovery in the first place. And so this empathize phase shows you really kind of why people seek treatment: families, careers, want to make memories, want to move on in the future. And so this phase kind of gave me the overall picture of why people want to be in recovery in the first place. My second phase was to define my problem, create the problem statement. And so my problem statement was clients need a way to complete their program because it increases their likelihood of success in recovery. And I added the boom pow because I finally figured out exactly what I was looking for. And so I focused on basically 3 different areas: why people want treatment, why they seek treatment, why people don't complete their treatment, what are the barriers that stand in their way, and then thirdly, what is a program in need of in order to meet the needs of their clients. So I used the Post-it project. I did the 3 different topics here. I organized them. Once I got to the last phase of what a program needs in order to be successful with their clients, I narrowed them down and I sorted them together, and then came up with my areas with the 4 yellow stickies. And that became my focal point of my design thinking process. So you'll see that there, that I have the 4 different areas. After that, you move to the ideate phase, and this is where I created a storybook of recovery, kind of what I had already found from just the definition of my problem, from the empathizing when I started trying to find exactly what I was looking for. I created a storybook of recovery, not very long, just a few pages that kind of shows what I was really looking at and how I want people, how they don't complete their recovery, reasons that they should. Sorry, this is a little backwards. So I did the storybook to give me a bigger picture of the full process: start, begin, and then what I need to do in order to develop the program. That made me get to the phase of prototype, where I tested one of my figures. I decided to create a prototype on one of the education pieces of my program to see if it would work. And I got feedback and found out what I could do better, or what I needed to work on, things like that. So this prototype phase helped me just start with a sample so I can move forward and see if it worked. After that, I moved to the test phase, and this is where I, based on the results for my prototype, developed really any questions I had for my prototype, areas I need to work on, things that didn't work, just kind of gave me an overall picture of what I need to do moving forward. And so that was this phase, which led me to my final phase of sharing my design process thinking that we learned and the steps that I took. And what I developed, like you'll remember on my sticky note project, is the 4 different components I feel like a recovery program needs in order to be successful. And that is design, resources, education, and goals. And on my Google site that you're in now, you'll see below I've listed those. That's my goal. That's what I want to share in developing this program. I'm a recovering addict. I'll celebrate 16 years clean of meth addiction in June. And so my heart and desire is that people will want to live a life of recovery, that they'll find that gift and that they'll move forward and change the lives of others like I hope I am today. So I hope you enjoyed my video. It's just a nutshell of how you can take one problem, do some research, and then create a program based on the information that you found in order to move forward and just create a program that works for all clients. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great week.